and that's why it's so important, those little things.
Yeah, we're part of a TV production. It's the producer and the officials are the directors and associate producers of a TV game, especially when we're talking the college level and pro level now. It's just the smoother it goes on TV, the smoother life is on Monday.
Oh, it totally is. And that's a how did the game play on TV? I mean, that is, and I've seen games where it played out really well, and there might have been 4 or 5 incorrect calls or something, but we didn't take a lot of time administering fouls. We were efficient, we communicated. It was a clean game where other games, like every foul was correct, but it was choppy, right? There was too
Yeah.
many stops and starts. There was too many, it was indecisive. So it is that TV part of it that's what, and there is a kind of what I hate though is people kind of they misjudge. They say, well, if there was no flags thrown, it was a clean game. And
No,
that
no,
is
no.
Right,
that's not always the case because if a crew
right.
is not willing to throw flags when flags need to be thrown, then they're just letting both teams get away with a bunch of crap.
There's a fight
And
in the
that's
fourth
not good
quarter.
for the game either, right?
Oh,
So
Hmm.
it is, in an ideal world, the two teams decide how many fouls there are. We always talk about it in the UFL. You gotta call the fouls that have to be called, not the ones that could be. And then the game usually plays out well. It's decided by the two teams, and it's decided fairly.
And you
wow.
you say you say that though it's not the fouls that can be called, it's the fouls that should be called, and that's what starts separating officials at different levels, right?
No
Because
question.
as you move up, your scrutiny of the flag you put down is bigger than the one you don't throw. They come back later and say, "Hey, you should have called that one." Okay, but you put one down that's just a total incorrect call. Dun 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 dun. It's
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 not about
remembered.
that. It's like what Dean just said. Once you throw your flag, he knows what position. If you line of scrimmage, okay. If it's was doing a fall, he got an idea of what you throwing. It's like so he's pinpointing. Okay, it's probably a hole, and like you said, that crew is looking at okay, there's possibly a hole. So they pinpoint. Okay, is this a good hole? Is it a bad hole? I don't even know why they threw that because I had that. I had a hole, and it's like the announcer was like that was a terrible call. The guy turned them is like, and I'm looking at him like he just swayed the TV audience.
Well,
But
no doubt, no doubt, and that is, and we always, and that's why we work really hard. I know at Fox Sports to educate. We put videos out. Like I said, this is a whole. This isn't so that what we want. The majority of our job, yeah, I may come on the broadcast once or twice and talk about something, but I'm in the producer's ear. I'm in the play-by-play and the color analyst. I'm in their ear throughout. And because I want them to be the ones that are going to say, because when Tom Brady says that's a good call, that's going to carry a lot of weight.
yeah,
And so, that's what we want. We want to educate them and make sure then so they can relate it to the audience. And if something is more complicated or needs, or they just want to get my pretty face on camera, then they just,
oh my
they pop it
God.
up.
Oh my God. And again, see,
Fine.
oh my
How do we
God.
get
So
new people up in this profession, Dean? I think that's still an issue.
Oh, as a
What are we
rules
doing?
analyst, that's a
Well,
good
oh
question.
yeah, sure.
That's a great question. Because it is a skill set that it's not just knowing the rules. And I've been blessed and lucky enough to have, worked when I worked at the NFL and getting some TV experience. And because you not only have to know the rules, but you have to be very economical with your communication. Because this isn't, you don't have 2 minutes to explain something. You might have 10 seconds. And you've got
Hmm.
to be very decisive.